Being rich in pleasure. As you journey through your own 28,000 days, one very powerful emotion will be very present in your life: fear. My own life experience was practically fearless as a teen and person in my young 20s. Then, after a major financial setback, for a short time, financial fear consumed me, the idea of being poor. It's funny, as I created wealth, built a business, and became financially free, I ended up realizing that to be rich in pleasure doesn't really cost that much. Wealth creates options, but you don't need financial wealth to be happy. The quality in my life has increased dramatically over the years, but it's not because I bought a mansion, nice car, or some type of luxury item. I actually live in a smaller house in California, drive a 2-year-old Yukon and an 11-year-old Nissan. However, I literally spend all day with my children and wife. An average day for me is like what a weekend used to be. The family wakes up, lounges around for 30 minutes, eats breakfast, and then we usually sit in the living room talking or drinking coffee while the kids play around, my wife and I. About 90 minutes into the day, I will head to my home office and spend about 4 to 6 hours researching, writing for FutureMoneyTrends.com, and replying back to email questions. Around 1 or 2 p.m., we either take a family nap, review new investments, or I will read while the kids nap. At about 3 p.m., I call it a day and spend the remainder of the day with the family. I am rich in pleasure, but it doesn't cost a dime. When it comes to fear, ask yourself, what is the most likely worst case scenario? What you'll find is that 1, it usually isn't that bad, and 2, even the worst case scenario can't eliminate the real joys you have in life. The enjoyment of spending time with family is free. And if you are worried about where you are going to live, you can always move to a place with cheaper rent or just buy something outright. All over the country and world, you can find housing for less than $100,000. If you're open to a mobile or modular home, you might even find something for less than $15,000, $20,000. My point in all of this is that for very little in actual living costs, you can live a very rich life. Understanding this has helped me limit my fears, because every time I make a large investment or big change in my life, I realize that even if everything goes wrong, I'm just too rich in pleasure to worry about money. If you find yourself living in fear of something, think about the most likely worst case scenario, and then think about how you will react to it. See yourself accepting this failure, dealing with it, and then moving on. Bad stuff does happen every week and all the time. Accept that even in the worst case scenario, you will survive and move on. Being rich in pleasure can include anything that gives you joy. Some of the other pleasures in life are cooking great meals with my wife, enjoying a nice glass of wine, taking the kids to the park, dancing in the car to a good song, or just relaxing with friends at a local coffee shop. All of these activities cost little to nothing. Even a good $20 bottle of wine divided by 3 days comes out to about $7 every time you sit down to have a glass. Here's a great exercise. Right now, make a list of the things in life that give you great pleasure. I think you will discover that you are not only rich in pleasure, but that to continue doing these activities for life, you will need very little money. For questions regarding any of our articles or videos, please send an email directly to me at daniel@futuremoneytrends.com.